Hilton,
Pete,
how are you, mate?
great mate.
Good. Welcome to the trailer for the Palliative Care and Chronic Pain Day for next Thursday.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And where is it going to be this next Thursday?
It's going to be at Lake Ainsworth in Lennox Head, not at the Ballina RSL. It's at Lake Ainsworth Sport and Rec Camp in Lennox Head, not at the RSL in Ballina. It's not going to be at the RSL in Ballina.
Excellent work.
Was that clear?
That was extremely clear.
Great.
Now, first up for the day, I see that there is a lawyer coming.
There is a lawyer
Should
coming.
the registrars be nervous about that?
She's not coming to sue. She's coming to answer questions for free.
Glad to hear that. Normally
This-
they're pretty expensive.
Yes, no, Carolyn is fantastic. She's an expert in wills, power of attorney, guardianship, capacity, all those difficult areas. So I'd suggest for those of you registrars who are watching this, if you've got questions about any of these issues, come prepared with questions, because Carolyn will be happy to answer those questions.
Maybe don't bring your own will though.
Perhaps not. No,
Yep.
more to do with patients rather than your own personal needs.
Yep, excellent.
Good point, Pete.
And I've just had a quick look at Moodle and see that you've found a pretty amazing link to a website. I'll just
Yeah.
show everyone that on the sneaky iPad here. It's called Get It in Black and White, Planning Ahead Tools. What do you think about that? Worth having a look at?
Can you see that?
Yeah, have a quick squeeze around that website. It's got some fantastic information there about advanced care directives, guardianship,
Power of attorney.
power of attorney.
Really, really useful website.
Fantastic.
I would encourage you to have a look at it before the session, and it will help inform any questions you might have for Carolyn.
Great. And then after that, I see we've got the pain specialist for the Northern Rivers region, Ken Marr, coming.
Palliative care specialist.
Palliative care specialist.
Sorry to correct you on film.
Sorry about that.
Palliative care specialist. So Ken is the regional director of palliative care. He's going to be doing a presentation on symptom management in palliative care, something which registrars in the past have found incredibly helpful. And then there'll be an opportunity to work in some smaller groups, and there'll be some time for you to ask Ken any questions you may have. So again, think what the issues have been, bring along the questions. It'll be an opportunity to get them answered.
Okay, and I see you've got another little sneaky pre-reading here, Hilton,
That's correct. Hold it up.
from the Australian Prescriber, a source of lots of good information for myself. And this one's called Opioids Clinical Applications in Palliative Care.
And we will be asking questions to see if you know what's in that article. So I would recommend you do the reading.
Fantastic. Then in the afternoon, I think it's over to the chronic pain.
That's right. So speaking of chronic pain, Pete, what's happening in the afternoon?
Well, hopefully it won't be a pain.
Hopefully not.
Had to make one pain joke.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got another one of our local specialists. We're lucky to have a lovely doctor called Tim Schultz who lives in our region, and he's an anaesthetist and also a chronic pain specialist who works at the chronic pain clinic in Lismore, as well as seeing patients privately. So he's a great resource. He's coming to have a talk to us about chronic pain, and as part of that we'll be working through a case of lower back pain,
Awesome.
something you see a lot of.
A lot of. Anything the registrar should be thinking about or doing to help prepare for that session?
Well, funny you asked that, Hilton. I happen to have some pre-readings too, so there's a few here I'd like you to have a look at. This one here is called Acute Lower Back Pain, and in particular, if you could make sure if you have a look at that table there, which talks about the difference between somatic referred pain and radicular pain, that would be very helpful.
I wish I'd read that yesterday when I saw the patient
With lower back pain.
lower back pain.
The other article is about interventions in chronic lower back pain, and there's a lovely table here that I think you'll find useful as well, that talks about when it might be useful to do things like steroid injections into facet joints or nerve blocks for the lower back.
Very useful, Pete.
And the last one here,
There's more.
there's one more. This one is about opioid use in non-cancer chronic pain. So a little bit different to the morning. And you'll notice here there's a lovely picture advertising Mr. Wislow's soothing syrup, which was invented in the 1850s and had morphine in it to give kids who had teeth pain.
And I've got to tell you, I've tried it. It is fantastic.
Well, that's all for the rest of the trailer, Hilton. And just where are we doing the workshop again next Thursday?
It is at Lake Ainsworth in Lennox Head, in the Lakeview room, which is at the north end of the lake, up above the boat shed. It's not at the Ballina RSL.
Strictly 9 a.m. start. Latecomers won't be admitted.
Nor welcome. And then possibly we might go for a drink afterwards, last one of the year. So we may adjourn to the Lennox Head Hotel afterwards.
Great.
If you're all good, you can come too.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Ciao.